Before we get into today's episode of Daily Brightness, we just want to say a huge thank you to Shaw for helping bring our podcast to life.
Obviously, this is something that we've wanted to do for a while. Teaming up with Goalhanger was an absolute no-brainer for us. But I think it's more just probably to get our points out there.
I think like before, Rach, it's about bringing Daily Brightness to life. And I think when we first invented it, if you like, it was all about communicating with each other, having that safe space to kind of be a little bit vulnerable and just showing our raw, authentic selves. And I think for us, the podcast is that. And that's why I think we're extremely grateful for Shaw to give us that opportunity and kind of bringing it to life and allowing us to now, you know, have it on a wider spectrum and connecting with the fans again. But also some of the things in the women's game that really need to be better and the problems and boundaries that we still face. And I think as players, current players as well, we can really touch on that and, you know, hopefully bring a little bit of attention. But ultimately it's just about sharing who we are as people. And yeah, like I said, we're really, really grateful that Shaw have given us this opportunity and supported us since day one.
Obviously, it's been amazing that Shaw have backed us from the start and all the way through this now. But exciting to have them be alongside us for this exciting summer of football. And they'll be with us every step of the way. So we're grateful for them to be alongside us sharing this journey as well. So thanks again to Shaw and thank you all for tuning in.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Rest is Football, Daily Brightness. I'm Millie Bright.
And I'm Rachel Daly.
Rach, that doesn't look like your typical office. Where are you in the world?
Yeah, I've upscaled my office, I think. I am currently in Portugal, so living the dream. I just got here today. I'm knackered, to be fair. Don't know why I decided to pick a 6 a.m. flight. Rookie mistake. But yeah, I'm in Portugal now for a couple of weeks, which I'm really excited about, just chilling.
How hot is it?
Hot. I mean, my nose is a little bit burnt. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see.
I've only been out in the sun for a few hours, but you know how easy I tan.
Yeah, for anyone listening, she tans so quickly. I hate her for it. I'm like Casper the Ghost.
Anyway, let's just dig straight into you because we just love talking about Chelsea and Chelsea winning. And it's just like my favourite topic of conversation. So I feel like there's no point speaking to you during the week because like this is just like, I just get it all here. It's amazing. I feel like I'm literally part of the team. So come on, talk to me about it. I watched it. Obviously, you got my voice note before the game. I think that hyped you up, didn't it?
Oh, it did. I made sure.
For anyone listening, I sent Millie a big hype voice note before the game. I usually do that. On big games only. And then get a nice little video note back from you celebrating. It's always a good time. So yeah, talk me through the game.
Yeah, it was a good day. Obviously, day before we travelled up to the Hilton. We always stay over the night before. It's weird because the Hilton's right there and you open your curtains and you can just see the stadium. So it's just like night before you're getting a little like sneak peek of where you're going to be. Obviously knew it was going to be a big crowd, which was amazing. That's what we want in finals. Both sets of fans were incredible. Like, you know what Wembley's like, no matter how many times you play there, it's so special. It's like electric. I had Harvey. Did you see Harvey as my little mascot?
That was the nicest surprise because I was watching it, right? And usually I don't really watch like the beginning. I'll just wait till it kicks off. And I walked into the living room, turned it on. And you were all in the tunnel, but I didn't see the mascots. Then I walked on, I was like, oh my God, is that Harvey boy? And then I was like, he's so tall now. I've not seen him for like 6 months and he's just huge. But I was just like, oh, didn't expect that. It was a nice little surprise.
When we came out as well, I was like, make sure you wave to mummy and like Nanny and Grandad.
And we waved
at the same time and we doing the same smile.
That.
I was like,
I saw it before you even posted the picture and I thought someone better have captured that because that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I did have a little giggle when you had to introduce all the team. You left him with Sonia. He's probably like, Auntie Millie, where are you going?
Yeah, I was like, stay there, do not move. And then to be fair, Sonia put her arm around him, so she looked after him. But yeah, it was sick. Like, I loved it. And leading the girls out was like extra special as well. Anyone that's English knows that the FA Cup is the best trophy to lift. Like, you know what it's like playing in England. It's the most iconic game, like playing at Wembley. I said it's my favourite game of the season. Like, you always want to make the FA Cup final. You want to lift that trophy. But we were so dominant in it, to be fair. I think that was like one of our best performances. Like, we were, obviously United are a really tough team, but we changed a few things and I thought we were really dominant on and off the ball. And second half, we were just like really ruthless in front of goal. But for how
it's funny because
like,
I remember when we had a conversation a couple of weeks ago and you're like the thing that's kind of not let you down this season because obviously you've just smashed the season, but that you felt that you weren't really ruthless, like you won games 1 or 2-0 when it could have been 4 or 5. And I felt like took you a bit to grow into the game, I think, for both teams. And then you could just tell like you had this little like bite about you. Yeah. It was like, no, they're going for it. Like,
we knew it would come in. Like, shots were just going like slightly wide. And I was like, girls, it's coming, keep the pressure on. Like, and then second half, we just came out the blocks again. And as always, you have to ride out little waves in the game. They're a top team, they're in the final for a reason. So we knew we had to just ride a couple moments out defensively. But I thought we were so dominant. You know, you just get that feeling, like you just know how like we're going to win. I know we're going to win. Like, everyone's on it. Everyone's like, give me the ball. Everyone's tackling. Everyone's winning battles. You know when we've got that little bite about us. And I said it to you when we last played United, we got that Chelsea grit back. So when I felt that in the final, I was like, game on. Like, this is it. There's no way we're conceding. There's no way anyone's losing a battle. Like, it was such an enjoyable game, though, because we just felt like all on the same page. But then, the best bit is the after part, the final whistle, celebrating with the fans. And for me, it was like knowing we'd done the treble. Like, that was the icing on the cake. We'd had such big disappointment with Champions League that, you know, we really dug deep and made sure that we were so prepared for this game that we could, for all the hard work we'd done in the season, like going unbeaten, the treble was like the ultimate. That was then the big thing. So, honestly, incredible. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching it. Like, it was a good game, and I think probably was a bit more, like you say, tale of two halves. Like, I think second half you really dominated and showed like the proper Chelsea. Yeah. But it was funny because I thought like Sandy Baltimore's been one of my favourite players all season to watch. Like, I think she's so good. But I felt like the first 15, 20 minutes, I thought she's not really like settling into the game. Like, I was really excited to because I've not properly been able to like fully sit down and watch you play for ages. And I was like, oh, don't get me wrong, like, she's phenomenal. Like, she was in my team in the season. But I felt like she was just like 1 second off. Like, it was like, you could see what she's trying to do, but it was like getting intercepted or... Yeah. And then it was the penalty, and I thought, who's going to take it? Because usually it's like Guru, isn't it? And then, is it Macario? Does she take pens?
She takes him. To be fair, this is the first time in a long time we've had so many penalty takers. Like, it's hard to keep up with who's on it. And I'm like, shit, like, I'm trying to like make sure everything's in order and in place.
Because obviously like you're doing the whole like minding the spot and stuff like that. Lucy's obviously brilliant at that. But I was just like, who's going to take this? And then I was like, go on, Millie, get up there, smash it top corner. And I was like, there's no way she's taking it. Like, I've seen her in training, she absolutely hates it. Like, she's not doing that. But I was thinking, who could it be? And then when she stepped up, I was like, go on, girl. Like,
go on, Sandy.
I've backed you all year. And then, like, honestly, it was the most weird run up. Like, it was like the keeper almost moved at the same time she did, like, because she's slow, and then bang.
Yeah. She's honestly been class.
Yeah, it was a really good penalty. Like, you mean, absolutely quality penalty. And I think that's obviously given her that next boost to kick on into the second half. I mean, she's also another one, versatile, and she's played all sorts of positions for you this season and delivered everywhere. So
yeah, literally left back the whole season, and then like we put her higher up and she starts delivering. But she's honestly been so good. I think she's been one of our best players all season.
I remember when she played against me when I was playing for England at fullback, and I thought, who the hell is this? Absolutely tonking me down the line. I was quite quick, a bit athletic. I was thinking, who is this girl? I think she's really young. It's like one of her first games. And I was like, oh my God, she's rapt. What is she like off the pitch?
Do you know what? She's really quiet.
She comes across that
quiet.
way.
Super quiet, like just goes.
And then she's giving it this.
And then she's like,
go on.
She's so sick though, like tight spaces, like she spins defenders. Like, you can give her the ball, you know she's getting out of it. Like, she'll always come out with the ball. But yeah, I think, I just love it. I replay the whole thing in my head. Like, I love it. But yeah, she's really quiet off the pitch. Got a really good mix in the changing room, to be honest. Got quite a few loud ones. Obviously, I'm in that category. Erin, like,
hey, Bessie, let's talk about your dancing in the change rooms, because I thought, I've taught you that rhythm.
Oh,
straight away I was thinking, that's a TikTok that I could do.
You could have done that one, actually. I'd have been like, and 1, 2, 3, 4, turn. 2, 3, 4, turn.
I am massively judging you though, and I told you this for drinking Carling.
Besties, all that was on show, I would have had a Guinness, but there's nothing available.
Bloody Carling. Like, what is in your hand?
I was like, proper Yorkshire bird, get your tinny out, girl. Gives a bevy.
Literally like a proper tinny.
Other people were there were like, other people were there with these other like tinnies, but they were like, like vodka something or like these fruity things. I was there with Colin. I think I was the only player with Colin.
And take the girl out of
Celebrations were good though. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. So what happened? Like, I assume you were let out.
Yeah. Oh, I said, absolutely. I can confirm there's no curfew tonight. Thank you very much, Sonia. We're letting our head, because that's the thing. The other trophies that we've won, we can't celebrate because there's a game 2-3 days later. It's been, and to be honest, like, we don't really want to celebrate and be doing like the big party stuff when we've still got such big games to come. I think that's something we've done really well this year, is we've literally stayed tunnel vision and like, let's get the treble, let's, box everything off, have a really successful season, and then we'll party hard last night, which we did.
Good.
So I'm surprisingly, like, I think I look not too bad. I got a nice little elbow in game, which I'm surprised VAR didn't pick up on. So I'm waiting for my shiner to come out.
Shock.
Anyway.
Always got a shiner. Also, let's talk about your new stakeholder, Alexis Ohanian. That is so sick. Do you remember when we met Serena Williams in the World Cup in France?
Yeah, we were so
She's
quiet,
so
though,
lovely.
shy. Yeah, I was so shy.
Yeah, do you remember we picked up her baby's fork?
Yeah.
She dropped all the stuff, bless her. She was carrying baby and all that stuff in her hand. I thought, bless her.
Lovely,
that is so
lovely.
cool, though. Like, I feel like that's such a big lift for Chelsea. Like, just to have an investment from someone like them, like, it's huge. Did you speak to them or anything?
I spoke to him briefly when we did the trophy lift. Obviously, they were up at the top, so it was really nice to like be introduced and to meet each other. But I'm sure we'll have a proper like introduction and meet at a different time. It was really hard after the game. It was so chaotic, so I was gutted I didn't get a chance to. But I've seen like mixed reviews on it. Like, oh, like Chelsea are running away with it. This is like massive for women's football and
huge.
Listen, in the women's game, there always has to be someone that like notches it up. There always has to be someone that raises the bar. That's the way the world works. That's the way the game works. That's the way business works. So,
or the queens of global soccer, as he calls it.
Well, let me just fix.
Go on, the Chelsea. But the thing is, though, like he invested in Angel City, and they're not top of the league. Like,
yeah,
he's not just investing because you're at the top of the league. Like, he's obviously got his own. He's a very good businessman, but like,
exactly,
it's a massive thing for women's football, and it's obviously, I think in America it's quite dominant of like having investors and people coming in to back the clubs, and I've always thought it's a really good thing.
I hope it's like a domino effect where someone else follows and then so on and so on, because we have to keep raising the bar. And listen, we've got ambitions to win the Champions League, so this will take us up another level. Like, it'll allow us to do certain things and to keep improving and just keep raising the standards. But by no means is that running away with it. Like, the league, yes, we won the treble, but it weren't easy. Like, it's not easy. There's 5 teams in the league that are competing for top spot. So it's like, when you look at it like that, it's not, but I think it's huge. I think it's good for us.
Why did you say 5 and not 6? Because we were 6.
6, sorry, 6 competing. Dickhead.
I was thinking, why have you just forgotten about me?
I haven't. It's because you're basically a Chelsea player. You've basically got half Chelsea, half Villa. So,
but I do think though, like, it's one of them. Like, I can understand people's frustration, I guess, because it's not their club, right? But like, you look at like a Wrexham, right? So you get Ryan Reynolds going in, just random, whatever reason he's picked Wrexham. Like, everyone around Wrexham is going to be fuming, right?
Yeah.
But he's taken them. They're now in the Championship.
I know.
Like, literally, like 2 seasons ago, I'm watching them in the playoffs in like whatever that league is, Conference League, whatever. But it's like, I think, yeah, you can be a little bit bitter about it because it's not your club. But at the same time, like,
it should excite you though. Like, now I'm expecting. If that was a different team, if that was another top team or whatever, I'd be like, okay, then I'm looking at Chelsea going, are we going to raise our levels? Like, are we going to go to that level? Like, are we going to, hopefully now this sets the standards that it pushes other teams. If you want to be successful, you got to keep moving. The train keeps moving. Like, you either get on board or you get off board. And if you're off board,
that's what I mean. It's you can't stand still. Everything's growing. You want everything to grow. Like, you want everything to be bigger and better.
Like, people are now like
100%.
taking the women's game seriously and wanting to invest. Like, that is a massive thing. And just in the women's side is even bigger. Like, that just goes to show that we're well respected. Like, the game's changing. And hopefully, like I said, I want it to be a domino effect where it affects other teams and it makes people start looking around going, are we doing enough? Like, do we need to be doing more? Do we need to raise our own levels to make the game even better? So I think it's incredible. And yeah, I just think it's a massive momentum shift in the game as well.
It excites me as well that people like want to invest as well, because it's like, obviously, you know, he's husband to arguably the most successful female athlete. And he has a daughter. So he's got a love and a passion for women in sport. So I think that should be like celebrated.
100%. I just think it's very naive and small-minded if it's looked at as a negative. I do. I think if you want, we keep asking for the game to be sellout crowds and this and that and grow and da-da-da-da. Well, you only get that if you actually allow yourself to grow and if you allow yourself to go into that place of the unknown, and that might be deemed as a little bit scary, but everyone has to get to that place. Like, the game can't keep growing if we all stand still and we stay where we are. Now it's up to other clubs to step up and to start asking the question. Like, as a Chelsea player, I can hand on heart say, no matter how many trophies I've won with this club, I've always said, we need to do better. We need to be doing this. We need better crowds. We need to be doing this. We need to figure out how we get more, you know, people to the stadiums. Oh, are we doing this? Are we doing that? Like, you just can't stand still. You can't.
No, I agree 100%. So anyone listening, like, if you want to invest in Aston Villa women, hit me up, okay? Venus William, I'm talking to you. Come on, sister rivalry. It's perfect.
Literally.
It's like, it's just written in the stars. Come on, Venus.
Sisters and best friends going at it. Brilliant.
Exactly. Do you know, like, what it means for the club and, like, you in general, like, what the investment will do? Like, has it been laid out to you yet, or is it too much business end of the season and then you'll just review?
Yeah, I'm guessing we'll probably do that when we have like a better meet and greet, if you like. And I think obviously it's just fresh on the streets at the minute, so nothing's, I don't know any like ins and outs, but I can only imagine it's going to just allow us to get even closer to winning that Champions League, and whatever we deem necessary to do that, it will allow us to do that. And like I said, raise the standards, whether that be facilities. I can only imagine that's what it'll do. But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't know too much of the ins and outs.
All right then, last question. You get asked by Alexis and Serena, Millie, captain of Chelsea, come on, big dog, take us on a night out in London. Where are you going?
We're going Mayfair. I have to take him to Archers. It's my favourite place to go ever. But there's Amazonico, lovely place. Sexy Fish, that's nice. Anyway, Mayfair's lovely, to be fair. But you know me, Archers, get me on the table, girl. Show them what it's all about.
Right, well, when that happens, can I come?
Absolutely.
Ask Venus as well.
Sweet talker. Get us a site paperwell after review.
Well, she's absolutely sloshed.
Oh, while you're at it, love, just sign this bill for me.
Hey, you can just sign on the dotted line. I'll pay. I'll get your drinks in.
I'll pay for that porn star.
But you just have to sign on the dotted line, all right? Funny.
Right, anyway, let's chat about me, because I feel like I've been in the hot spot. More about you and your lovely little tan. What are you doing in Portugal? You said you're out there for a couple of weeks, so give it to us. What are you doing on holiday?
Yeah, I'm out here for 13 days. I didn't have a return flight, but oh no, I haven't booked it yet. Shit, I need to do that.
That means Rachel's staying in Portugal, everyone.
Yeah, no, I can't. I've got to be back on a certain day. Anyway, so we're at Sarah's nan and granddad's villa. It's so amazing. We come every year. I sent you all the pictures last year, didn't I? But it's beautiful. So we stupidly got the early flight this morning, which I absolutely regret. Like, you're like, oh yeah, but you'll just lay in the sun and sleep, and then you've got sunstroke at 5 o'clock. So
yeah, but you're going to be tanned and you've had a whole day in the sun.
Yeah, I've had a few hours, to be fair. I've been in and out. I feel like, you know, when you're tired and then you mix it with like a nice cold beer and then another cold beer, and then you're like, oh, I've got a headache.
Is it the sun? Is it the beer?
Is it the lack of sleep? Is it water?
That was me last night. I was like, I think it's heat stroke. Yeah. Everyone's like, it might be the double Jack Daniels and Coke you've been having.
Yeah, that'll be it.
But what's your type of holiday like? Are you chilled? Are you relaxed? Are you bathing, exploring?
Yeah, so I'm like I like to chill. Like, I think last year obviously was different because I went on that many holidays. It was just sort of like bopping about and I was getting a bit bored. But this year it's just focus on just chilling, I think. It's been a bit of a hectic, crazy year. So just a chill one, really. I think go out for some nice meals, just explore a little bit more. I love it here. It's so beautiful.
Are you by the beach?
So obviously we're at the villa now, which is like on a golf course. The beach is like a 5-minute drive. So
oh, perfect.
We get a couple of weeks off after the season. So we don't have a programme until back end of my second week while I'm here. But you know me, I'm not going to stay still. Like, we'll be playing paddle probably tomorrow.
Yeah,
and then...
too active. How's Sarah?
Yeah, good. Yeah, so it's nice, obviously, being with all of her family here. So yeah, it's really, really nice. I'm just excited to just, like, have a bit of downtime. And, you know, and you go, like, you know what it's like, when, especially when you're with England, like, and your little holidays, you need to keep ticking over. So it's like the first holiday that I've properly had where I've not been like, oh, I've got to get up at 6 and, like, go do a workout because it's so hot. So obviously I say, like, you know me, like 2 days in, I'll be like, right, come on, then need to go for a run. Like,
Rachel will be doing a 5K
golf,
tomorrow.
Need to play paddle. So yeah, it's just going to be one of those ones, I think. But don't want to start turning into Rachel Whaley if I've had too many drinks and no exercise. So that'll be what will tip me over the edge.
Rachel Whaley, never. You literally, there's nothing on you.
Anyway, we need to go on holiday this year.
Yeah, we do. We do.
So fit me in your schedule. I'll put you in my file of facts.
All right, bestie.
Do you know I have a file of facts?
Do you?
Do you remember file of facts?
Yeah. I didn't
like
know
them
you
little
had one.
books, you can put all, like, you can just, the ring things, and you can put all different bits in, like, oh, it's the best thing ever. You need one, Mills. You need one. I might get you one, actually.
Then we can be matching.
Yeah, they're really good. You're really handy because I know you like to be organised.
I do. I hate not knowing when appointments are and stuff like that. Oh, drives me insane.
You know, when you stayed in the Hilton?
Yeah.
Do you remember that was where we created Daily Brightness?
We were like, we've got an idea. Daily Brightness.
And we went to go get all that stationery. Where did we get, like, stationery boxes? Is that even a thing anymore? I used to love that when I was a kid.
No one does it. It's because all the kids are on iPads and stuff.
I know. I love a notebook. I love paper and pens.
I love my diary.
Although I was writing cards the other day for the girls that were leaving at Villa. I was writing them all a little card. And honest to God, my hand was killing. I was just like, you know, like, I've just not wrote that much stuff for that long. I was like, I don't even know how to write anymore.
Yeah, but your handwriting's so messy, right, when you've not done it for ages. I have to proper pay attention.
I felt like a child.
I love writing little notes as well.
Same.
Cute.
That's quite a nice little way to go into our gratitude section.
All right. What's our 3? You go first. Hit me with 1.
Right, you're going to laugh at this, but my first thing I'm grateful for is a travel pillow.
Oh, good shout. There's nothing worse than
Because
being
this morning when I got on that flight, I didn't sleep all night. Don't know why. I just couldn't sleep. I got on that plane and I thought, if I don't have a travel pillow on this little EasyJet flight, I am going to cry. And honestly, it saved my life. I literally just, like, put my head in the pillow and was out. So I'm very grateful for the travel pillow.
That is a good one. I would say my neighbour, Claire, because she's really helped me this week with, like, emergencies and sorting the dogs. And I've been away with football and she's been amazing in terms of, you know, when it's like a last minute, like, I need your help right now. She's there.
Yeah.
She lives like 2 minutes
that.
away. They've got a little sausage dog.
So good to have good
Clover.
neighbours, isn't it?
Oh, God, appreciate them a lot. So, I'm grateful for Claire this week because...
Shout out to Claire.
I'm grateful for you all the time, Claire, but especially this week when schedules have been manic and I've literally asked a lot of you last minute. Lots of love. Appreciate you.
She'll send you some wine, don't worry.
Ooh. Red wine, please.
Good idea, that, wasn't it? My next one I'm grateful for is equally a person, Ryan, my friend. He's like my guy around where I live. We love him so much. He's like our bestie. He got back from his holiday last night, like late last night, and he was at my door at 3:30 this morning to pick us up and take us to the airport. Legend. You
better be getting him a pint of beer.
Do you need to go? You're pissing me off.
I'm so sorry. I can't. I thought I was doing so well. I can't stop yawning. I do apologise, everybody. I'm really, really sorry. But Ryan is the guy that is ledge doing that.
Well done, Ryan. Appreciate you.
Make sure you do something nice for him.
Always.
My second one, this is going to seem like people are going to be like, what? I have only just realised that on your phone, you can keep your screen unlocked.
Yeah, I've told you that. I've told you that before when we were doing this podcast.
I know, but I really appreciate it now because I've been using it. So when I'm in gym and I've got my program on my phone and it kept locking, I'd be like,
yeah, it's annoying, isn't it?
And then since you told me, I've now got it unlocked all the time, unless I lock it, and it's a lifesaver. So I'm grateful for that.
That's a good one. I like that. I like little ones. I'm trying to think of the third one. I'm trying to think of my week. I think I would have to say something relating to my garden because I've been a top dog gardener. I feel like I'm like Alan Titchmarsh or Charlie Dimmock.
Excuse me, we haven't had any pictures.
Oh, I know, I need to send you them. I'm a bit panicky about them getting watered this week though, but I think we've got that on track. But honestly, I've got a peach tree. I will be doing. I've got a peach tree, an apricot tree. Bestie, if you want some fruit, get over to mine.
I want a peach.
I've got a tomato plant. It's already got tomatoes on it. Honestly, but then I equally could say I'm just really grateful for water because I've had to water that lawn and then plants non-stop. I will be the reason there's a bloody drought in the UK.
Are you getting an Instagram page for your garden or what?
Should do, shouldn't I?
You need to do a DIY page, I'm telling you.
I've finished my chairs. Honestly, I've this
Daily
week I
DIY.
thought take this week off. Like, don't go on holiday in that first week and just get some stuff done around the house. And I've not stopped. Anyway, you go to your third one.
I really like that one. Your DIY is class. Do you want to come do my garden, actually? It's all right.
Yeah, well, in the summer, no problem.
All right, perfect. My third one is I was grateful for having I said this one all the time, but I don't take any moment for granted. I'm grateful for having all my family at the game yesterday. And I always love getting a picture with my sisters because we don't get a chance to spend proper time together. So we all had a picture together. I got with my mum and dad.
Yeah, it was cute, that.
My nan was there. I just feel like all the family was there. And yeah, those moments I never take for granted. So I appreciate them coming all the way to Wembley. And then they came to the after party and then they all drove back to Sheffield.
Love Mars, cute.
And went to work the next day and school. Obviously the boys were there. So I appreciate them a lot.
Love them. Shout out to all the Brights.
Go on, the Brights.
Right, I'm going back to that thing, right? Basically.
Yeah, what do you want to tell me?
Either before the game or at half-time yesterday, I watched this little segment with you and Aggie, right? And she comes running in, she went, "Hi, bestie." I was like, I was like, "Excuse me, little Miss Beaver Jones." That's my bestie.
Did she say she normally I call her and Vika Lil Sis. So she normally calls me sis.
Bestie. Honestly, I looked at Sarah and I was like,
the cheek of it.
The cheek.
Cheeky bitch.
I know. No, well, I'm joking, but
I'll have a little word.
I had a little 30-second moment of jealousy and I was like, that's my bestie.
I love that though. We are besties. No one can touch us. Simple.
But it's not a dig at her. It's okay. You probably everybody's besties because you're the best. Right, loved those gratitude little segments from us there, bestie. They were really, really cute. But that is it for the Rest is Football Daily Brightness. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks, guys. And just a reminder to get your questions in. Our email is dailybrightness@goalhanger.com, or you can use the hashtag dailybrightness on social media. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.